My therapist told me to record my recovery after. I guess let me start over. My family was they were shot and killed by a gunman who broke into our house during my father's barbecue. It was his birthday. I told my therapist I didn't want to, but he insisted. Apparently it's an upward spiral thing. I watch these tapes back in a while and I'll notice how far I've gotten, and then I'll make another tape and I'll be able to watch the last one and I'll see how far I've gotten even then. Apparently it's supposed to go up, up, up until I'm completely healed. I don't know, it sounds like bullshit to me. Therapist said I don't have to show him, so that's good, I guess. I don't know what to say. I don't know what he wanted me to say. There's a camera in my face, and I guess I'm just supposed to vent? I don't know. Talk about how I am. I mean, these are supposed to get better and better, right? So this one must be the bottom of the bucket, I'm assuming. This one has to show how truly deranged and just horrified I am. Well, that's not gonna happen. I don't even want to go to therapy. After the incident, I have been living with my grandparents in the bedroom of their son, who moved out, who was my uncle, Casper, who's dead now. So living in his childhood bedroom isn't weird at all. He still has his posters hung up all over the place. We have similar tastes, so that's cool. You like Star Wars, I like Star Wars. He's got Star Wars posters. I don't know, it's just I always thought me and my uncle were so different. But anyway, this isn't gonna be some I wish I had talked to him more sort of thing. I'm fine where I am. You know, shit happens and you move past it, right? I mean, I don't know why I'm in therapy. It's like, why are you putting me in therapy in which I'm gonna have to talk about my issues every week for months, right? Just constantly reminding myself of this event over and over and over and over again, when I could just forget about it. You could just let me forget about it, maybe. And I've told my grandparents this, but they're like, you need to talk to somebody, you need to talk to somebody. Why can't I just let it go? It happened. They weren't there, that's for sure. They wouldn't know much about letting it go, you know? I mean, it's hard enough to try to let that go, but with therapy down your fucking throat every 5 minutes, it's a lot harder. They want me to let it go by not letting it go. I don't know what that means. I've been in therapy for a month now. Feels like I've been doing it for a year. But I've kind of like been getting good with like pushing down and like keeping there. But no, they'll go, oh, those are good, that's good. It's good to bring it up because then you can squash it at the source. Squash at the source, what does that mean? Like someone punches you in the face, you don't squash at the source to stop feeling the pain. You wait and you tough it up, and then the pain fades away after a while. It's no different. Someone hits you, you don't talk the pain out. You just let it go away. You let it dissipate naturally. And it was getting close. And then they fucking put me in therapy. They didn't make me go. I said I'd try it. And I've been trying to opt out, but apparently they paid for the month. So, paid for 4 sessions. So, I can't even like opt out, or then I'm wasting their money. My grandma she's in my ear trying to get me to do another month. And I'm like, why aren't you in therapy? Grandma, if it's so good, therapy is so amazing, then why aren't you in therapy? Didn't you lose your fucking son? Her son was my dad. So, like, if you're really torn up about losing your kid, why aren't you in therapy with me? Why don't we do grandpa, grandma, and godson therapy? We get it all done. 3 birds with 1 stone. I've been venting for so long, I'm now home. Also living with us currently are my baby cousins, who also, I guess, lost people in the incident. So that's the thing as well. Like, I call it the incident, and my grandma says even that's bad. It's different than saying party where my family got shot up. you know. But my grandma says, no, it's a bad thing. You should say what it is, you know, because it's not the incident. It's worse than that. Well, maybe it doesn't have to be. You know what I mean? I hate this philosophy that you can't get over it. Like, you get over it by not being able to get over it. And you just have to keep focusing and keep trying to squash it. I'm just repeating myself at this point. So I'm fine. I feel fine. It annoys me and it pisses me off when people bring it up. Like my grandma loves to do. We'll be getting into fights and she'll bring it up. And I'll go, Grandma, stop fucking talking about that. It's pissed me off. And she'll go, see, you're not healed. See, it's still hurting you. And I'm like, no, it's hurting me that you're fucking bringing it up. Pointless. Stop bringing it up. My grandpa is like barely saying a word about it. I mean, he's upset. I heard him cry once about it. And he stopped. I wish he would tell Grandma to stop. Because, I mean, Grandpa's always seemed like one of those types to just, you know, tough it up and keep going. One of those real fuck it types. And Grandma's not. Grandma's all on my case, so I wish he would just buck up and tell her to leave me alone. At least I'd have someone on my side. My little cousins are, they're okay. Bug me. I try to have alone time and they're always on me. Like, chill. You know what I mean? I'm trying to just like cool off, like take it slow, and then they're like, Michael, can we? And I'm like, your fucking parents just died? Like, can you? That sounded really douchey. You know? It's like both of our parents died right now. Like, it's not the... It's not the time, you know, to be constantly at my door. It's quieter. My dad would do stupid shit. You know, he would come downstairs and just walk into the room, just rip ass, and then just walk out. No more farts all up in my business. Making my mom scream and gag. So I guess that's a blessing in disguise. I mean, it's not like it's not hard. It's hard. That's why I don't want to talk about it, Grandma. Of course, it's hard. How could it not be hard? But I wish I would be allowed to just let go, rather than be forced to keep talking about it. I'm fine. People need to get off my case. My grandma has this weird habit. She asks me to go to therapy and talk about all my issues with some random stranger that I barely know. And she, meanwhile, does like daily therapy talks with the little ones in the kitchen. Just like talking them through it, you know. I'm so sorry your mommy died. I'm so sorry daddy died, you know. It's not like I watched their parents die right in front of me. Those little 5-year-old and 6-year-old who are not even old enough to remember their parents, you know, in a couple of years, they are the ones that get all the love and all the talking tos. By grandma, I'm just sent to talk to a shrink. That's great. It's great. Once, well, yeah, every now and then I'll get like an awkward. She'll come into my room and I'll get the awkward, like, how you doing? What do I say to you? You know, do you really care? If you really cared, you wouldn't be sending me to a shrink. I'd be attending those little kitchen talks. But I guess they're just junior, you know, just junior talks. I guess I'm not allowed to attend them. Like, really, maybe the one who actually got covered in their relative's blood and witnessed his fucking aunt's face not be a face anymore and come apart right in front of me Maybe maybe that guy should be getting given a little more treatment. You know, a little bit more attention than these two little kids whose amygdalas are not even developed yet, who have no sense of right and wrong. You know, their brains just aren't fully developed yet. They're like they're children. You know. Yeah, maybe I should be receiving a little bit more care than those little fucking little kids. They're not even sad. I've heard my grandma talking to them. They just fucking la, 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 as she's like asking them questions about how they're doing. How are you doing, little one? Oh, I'm fine, Grandma. My mommy's dead. No one told me. It's not great to see every day. Makes you upset. Makes you upset. That's where I am. I don't know. I don't know how you fucking end these things.